time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Richard and Karen Carpenter were not only brother and sister, but they were bandmates since 1965. Richard playing the keyboards, Karen playing the drums. The first group they formed was the Richard Carpenter Trio. Now, as the Richard Carpenter Trio, Karen was heard singing by a person by the name of Joe Osborne, who had a label called Magic Lamp Records. He signed her to his label and recorded 2 songs. They were both Richard Carpenter songs. One was called Looking for Love, the other was I'll Be Yours. That was the A and B side of the single, and the backing band was the Richard Carpenter Trio. It failed to do anything on the charts, and the label itself folded in about a year. In 1966, the Richard Carpenter Trio went to the Hollywood Bowl to be in the annual Battle of the Bands. They actually won a contract to RCA Records and recorded 2 cover versions for RCA. One was a cover of the Beatles' Every Little Thing, and the other was a cover of a Frank Sinatra sung song, Strangers in the Night. RCA heard these recordings, didn't really care for them, and released the Richard Carpenter Trio from RCA Records. In 1967, they broke up and formed a new group called Spectrum, which was what they considered to be kind of a middle-of-the-road group. So I'm guessing they're kind of a pop band. And at the time, psychedelic was really hitting the scenes, and their style of music was kind of passé. In 1968, Spectrum broke up. So Karen and Richard formed Carpenters. They appeared on a television show in California called Your All-American College Show, but they kept the name or changed the name to the Dick Carpenter Trio. So from the Richard Carpenter Trio to the Dick Carpenter Trio, and did a cover of the song Dancing in the Street, which was their first television appearance, and that's what we're going to be watching, is the Dick Carpenter Trio doing Dancing in the Street. I think this is going to be cool. I did watch this already, so it's not new to me. It's more of a review, but when I saw it, it was like, this I have to share on Driving with Todd. So here we go with the Dick Carpenter Trio doing Dancing in the Street.
Well, our first contestants tonight come from California State College at Long Beach. They're the Dick Carpenter Trio. And this gentleman right here, this handsome boy, is the leader. He is Dick. He plays the organ. Actually, it's not an organ, is it? Electric piano. And, of course, the young lady on the drums is Karen, his younger sister. Now, Karen used to hear Dick play, and she used to get so filled with rhythm that she'd play on the kitchen chairs and the table. And finally, she decided, well, I better get some drums. She did that and decided to play along with Dick. So that was 2 of them. And she's been going strong ever since. Incidentally, she's a fine singer, too, you're going to find out. Now, the third member of this group is a man who has a name that's a little bit difficult for me to pronounce, but it's Bill Sisoyev. I did it! Sisoyev! All right. This group plays rock, roll, and they play jazz, and they play blues, you name it. Right now, they're going to play Dancing in the Street. From California State at Long Beach, the Dick Carpenter Trio. Here they are.
They'll be dancing in Chicago, down in New Orleans.
this is pretty wild. This is pretty wild. Like I said, I did see this once. In fact, I saw it this morning. And that's why I'm actually doing it on the show. I was going to do a different song, and I saw this, and it's like, I got to do this. I think this is really pretty good stuff. Now, this is, this is their first time on television, and the group was a short-lived group as well because they were soon signed by Herb Alpert to A&M Records after this recording. But I really love the sound. It starts out with that kind of funky bass, and it was just a nice, boom, 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 funky type bass. And then the cymbal comes in from Karen Carpenter. She's doing the cymbal, and then Richard starts playing the electric piano, and that piano is so cool sounding. They have such a nice sound. What a great trio. No guitar, don't need a guitar. We got a nice electric piano, a nice driving bass, and Karen on drums, and her voice is just perfect. I mean, she's fairly young here, and her voice, I think she had just graduated from high school in 1967. This is 1968, so she's got to be like 18, 19 years old here, and she's already got a dynamite voice. Not one of my favorite songs. Dancing in the Streets isn't one of my favorite songs, but I just think it's a great interpretation of the song, and it's kind of funky. So let's keep on going.
Around the world there'll be dancing, dancing in the street. This is an invitation across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. They'll be laughing, singing, music swinging, and dancing in the street.
Okay, Richard doing a little bit of a keyboard solo there in the instrumental break. He was really moving on those keys. I mean, he's really doing a nice job there. But the song was a different song. What he was playing on the keyboard, and I can't think of what it is now. And maybe somebody out there in Driving with Todd land, in YouTube land, can put in the comments. I can't think what he was actually playing, but it wasn't Dancing in the Streets. It was a different song for that instrumental break. But boy, that was really sweet. I just love that sound of the electric piano, and he was moving with his fingers. Let's keep on going. Nice bass solo as well. I mean, if you've been watching with Driving with Todd, you know I love bass guitar. I mean, that was a sweet bass solo. And I like at the end when he's doing his last couple of notes that Richard comes in with his piano and they are doing the same chords. Just really sounded really cool stuff. Really cool.
Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. Come on, every guy, grab a girl, everywhere around the world. They'll be dancing, dancing in the street, dancing in the street, dancing in the street.
Yes, the Dick Carpenter Trio from Cal State at Long Beach.
Okay, that's what's excellent. Love the ending with Karen doing a drum solo. I mean, you think of the Carpenters, and she's a drummer, but you're thinking, she's just in the background, just keeping the rhythm, where she's really the voice of the Carpenters. She's got that voice. She's got a great dynamic voice. She can sing anything, and she can take anything and make it her own with Richard's help, with his great arrangements. Like he arranged this particular song, and he did a great job in the arrangement of it. So you think of the Carpenter, and you think of her as the singer, and secondary as the drummer, thinking she just keeps the beat. But she's just proved she can actually play the drums. I mean, she was just really hammering those drums at the end of that song, and she did a great job. I mean, she was hitting everything, and she was really moving. It was perfect. So I loved it because here's a very early song done by the Carpenters, and you get Richard doing an arrangement of a very commonly covered song, Dancing in the Streets. I mean, I think everybody's covered that song. So he has a really great arrangements. He does a solo, which is just remarkable on the keyboard. You got a bass player that was pretty much new to the group, and he was doing a wonderful job with his bass solo. Karen did a great job with the vocals. I mean, you could see where she was going with her vocals, that she could take any song and make it a Karen Carpenter song. And then she goes nuts on the drums and shows how she can play the drums, that she is an established drummer. So I thought that was really cool. And that's why I kind of like this video. It's very early Carpenters, and it's showing each of the members being able to really stretch out with their instruments. I loved it. I hope you loved it. If you did love it, hit that like button. That'd be really, really cool. If you have any comments about the Dick Carpenter Trio or Carpenters doing the song Dancing in the Streets, hey, put it in the comments below. That'd be really appreciated as well. I'm going to take a link to this video. Now, there's a little bit more to this video. I didn't play it because it was handing out the awards to different band members and stuff. So if you want to watch that whole video, but the important part is this first 4 minutes and 20 seconds of the Dick Carpenter Trio doing Dancing in the Street. Well, I'm going to put the link to this video in my description below or in my notes below. So if you want to see it again, just pick on that link. It will open up and you'll be able to watch it from beginning to end. I'm also going to put a link to the channel that uploaded this video in my description below or my notes below, so you can check out that channel as well and see if there's any other really cool stuff to watch. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, we're doing all kinds of fun music on this channel. All you got to do is go below this video. I'm hoping you still have my video open. Go below it and hit the subscribe button, and it's done. If you go over here, ring that bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. So I saw this morning. I couldn't pass it by. I had to do it on Driving with Todd because I thought it was just remarkable, and it was so fun to watch. Put a huge smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a huge smile on your face, and peace out, baby.